So we're going to talk about the most embarrassing moments. And I think as a guy or girl, we've all used this website or app, whatever you want to call it, Tinder. Because we all know the older we get, the more we want to find a mate. Uh-oh. Dead end. The hell? Basketball hoop in the middle of the street. So the weirdness of Tinder is you swipe left or right on your person, right? It's not like Plenty of Fish or any of those other websites that you can actually message the person and not have to swipe on them. So you can message them and they can read your message and then reply. I think the way Tinder does it is kind of stupid. Swipe left, swipe right. And to be completely honest with you guys, I've only used the app like once or twice, and I've only had one match that popped up. And this girl, she was really attractive, but I thought there was something really wrong when I started talking to this person, because if I'm remembering correctly, we ended up giving each other our phone numbers after we swiped, right on each other? So let me get this straight. Once you swipe right on somebody on Tinder, it gives you the ability to open up like the message section so you can message somebody correctly. And the girl was just like, hey, you want to give me your phone number? And I think it was either her giving her phone number to me, or I gave my phone number to her. Either way, we started communicating. And you would think, okay, we're going to start going out on a date, or at least working towards that and getting to know each other as two grown-ass adults, right? But that's really not what happened. We ended up talking, but never actually on the phone. Like, we never actually had a voice conversation. And that's the kind of things that I find very fishy, when people will not have a voice conversation. And it's just like, are you scamming me? What's up, dog? Because I was like, hey, how about we go out to dinner? And I was just assuming we would, at this time it was like 2000, maybe even 18, 19, something like that. And I was assuming, hey, we're going to meet up, we're going to hang out, maybe go grab like some food, maybe a drink or two, swoopty swoopy whoopy, right? But then again, when she was showing me pictures, she looked like a girl that would be very aggressive. I'm talking like somebody who would mug you or rob you or something. And every time I would bring up, hey, let's hang out, she'd be like, let's go to the beach. I'm like, I'm not comfortable just meeting at the beach at nighttime. And then she'd be like, hey, you want to meet at the beach? My family is going to be there. And to be honest, I'm not comfortable meeting up with you, your kid, and your family. And that's the crazy thing for a lot of people. They don't understand what a date is. So it comes down to it, and you're just like embarrassing. It's kind of awkward, because a date for me is two grown-ass adults or two teenagers, whatever it is, meeting up to see if they have a potential connection, not to hang out with you and your kid on the first date, because that can be very awkward to be hanging out with like a little kid when you're trying to flirt with the mother, and you're like, the kid's there, and you're trying to flirt with the mother to get her attention, like guys and girls would do personally when you're out on a date. You kind of flirt a little bit. But how are you going to flirt with somebody when their kid's there? And I'm like, who's all with you? And they're like, my family. Like, that's weird. I understand. I get it. Feel safe. And I was like, I'm trying to make you as safe as possible. You go to the restaurant. You go to the place where it's a big public event. That's what you're supposed to do. And we got cops sneak trying to sneak when these cars are going by to give them fat tickets. I see what he's doing. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. So we never actually met up. And that was a Tinder date. And you know what, guys? I actually question every time I message somebody that is, I would use the word astronomical, like crazy. Like, I'm talking unfathomable hot. Come on now, it's a red light. Dan, told you again. Yeah, see? Told you. You have to make it a green light for me, man. You can't make it red. But when they're so hot, it seems like ridiculous. Like, okay, I understand if you're moderately hot, I understand that. But if you're coming off like you're a Playboy cover girl hot, that just seems very unlikely that you'd be living in my town, messaging me, and wanting to hang out with me. Come on with these red lights, Dan. Make it green. But that's just the seriousness of that Tinder date. Like, it never went nowhere because I didn't feel like the person was legit. Like, yeah, it's easy to post a picture and say you're so and so, but when I'm like, can I call you? And they're like, no. And every time I wanted to socialize with them in person, like go out to Applebee's or go out to a nice restaurant like Cheesecake Factory or something, and their mind was always, well, you can hang out with me with my family at the beach and my kids. That's not what you do on a first date. You don't go out with somebody. Oh snap! It's the ambulance or fire department. What they doing? Ooh, they got that hook and ladder. Ooh, hopefully someone's okay. I'm just a real ass dude who knows what I want, and the older I get, I could tell you within 5 minutes that, nah, you're not my type. You're not for me. And a lot of people don't understand that. I'm just like, I'm not going to waste your ass's time. I'm not going to bullshit you. Your intentions are to meet somebody to go out on a date, not plenty of booty, where your intentions are to go smash. That's not what it is. I mean, maybe some people use it for a smashing website, but not for me. But at the end of the day, I was just like, okay then. I'm just not going to deal with your shit show anymore. And I stopped talking to the person. And I believe to this day, the person wasn't who they say they were. What are you going to do when I pull up to the family hangout and I'm like, yo, what's up? I'm trying to flirt with your daughter. I'm trying to get her by herself so I can flirt with her and get to know her. And maybe talk to her about getting down with the get down, if you know what I mean. Ha ha ha, hoo hoo yee. And they're like, oh, what are you talking about? What are you going to be doing? Oh, I want to take your daughter away from the family atmosphere so I can talk to her, get to know her on a more personal level, and not have you guys around. And I'm like, no. Well, that's what I want to do. That's what you do on a first date. I'm not going in there, having her go in there and go, well, this is my friend Trevor. This is my friend from up the street. Nah, that's not who I am. I'm here to date your daughter. I'm here to take your daughter out. I'm not here to go just chill. I don't know if that's what she wanted, was just like a chill buddy, but I'm not a chill buddy. I'm not a texting buddy. That's not how I roll. Like I said, baby, I roll with the punches. If I want to get to know you, I'm going to get to know you. I get very bored very easy when it comes to females. Very easy, very bored. And the reason I get bored is because if you don't show any interest in me, I move along for freaking quick. But as always, don't use Tinder. That website's whack. I think all online dating is whack. Like, especially during coronavirus time, it was even more whack. I've only met one person during coronavirus time, or I should say two. The one I'm talking to now is awesome, cool. We hang out and do things all the time. But the other one, she was okay until she got COVID and freaked out. I'm never talking to nobody again. I'm locking myself in my house. I'm not leaving. I will never leave again. I was like, oh my God, okay, lady. She's like, I'm not leaving my house. I'm going to stay in there and never leave. I was like, okay, just work from your house and don't leave. And I guess from this day on, she hasn't left. And I'm just like, okay, we won't talk anymore. And I haven't talked to her since, I think, February. But as always, it's your boy Trevor back with another video, baby.